Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rusty Rotor with a past build and a look at the upcoming Ghostbusters diorama. Pretty much what I've got acquired so far and where I'm at on it. There's a lot more. Most of it's all scratch built, so we won't see any of that today. It just as progress goes, you'll see it. This past build was done. It took me about a year to do it. I did a little bit overtime. It wasn't like a main build on the bench, so and I left it alone for quite a while. Then I came back and I got it finished up at the end of last year, going from 2020 into 2021. It had a few fitment issues. It's an AMT kit. It's the 66 Ford Galaxy 500 7-liter. I really like the AMT does the miniature box, so you can put your main box up and storage. I keep all my boxes. I don't ever throw them away. So of course that takes up a lot of space. So I try to store them wherever I can. And like I said, I do have a unique idea to put them up on the wall with the kit sitting on top of it. And that somebody else has got that, and they've been doing that, and I like that idea, so I think I'm going to replicate it. It's just a neat way to display your models. But I mean, you have to reinforce the box, make sure it's mounted to the wall tight, and that your model's in a display case sitting on top of the box. So everything's got to be really secure. You don't want anything to fall, of course. But that's what I'm going to be doing with all my boxes. And as I build up display cases and get them all put in there, then I'm going to keep my main display case for the ones that I don't even want to even remotely risk of being up on the wall like that. And I've got other things in my display case. The train sets from when my dad was a little kid. I mean, like 4 years old, I have his train set. And there's a couple other things. I have a balsa wood plane that I started that's in there. Just because it does real good about keeping dust off of things. It doesn't keep it 100%, but it keeps it to the point where it's very manageable of getting in there like once a month and just kind of wiping everything off. And most of these models have been in there for 5 years, and as I take them out to show them to you guys, I'm just dusting it off for the first time, and there's hardly any on it. So that's any indication on how tight the case is. So I guess we'll turn around here and we'll take a look at this real quick, and then we'll get to the Ghostbusters. So here we go. This is what I was talking about, the little miniature boxes. I like these because you can display it right next to your model. This was the box art. Y'all remember that kit? And then I built it. This is Tamaya rattle can. I do not remember the shade of blue. That's a nice metallic. Nice metallic blue. It's collected dust since I've gotten it out. It's going to be hard, but you can see the reflectiveness. It's got 2K clear over it. That's Splash 2K. I added the red pinstripe just to break up the body, as it is a big body. And then it has Steven Zimmerman wheels. Like I said, I did do both hoods. This is a race day hood. I added the screen, cut the openings open, and added the screen. It's pinned, so when he goes down the racetrack, before he leaves on Friday night or Saturday, he switches hoods real quick. That way, it gets more airflow into the engine. And then normally day driving, he just runs the stock hood. There we go. Show you the front end. Everything's detailed. I don't have the body glued to the chassis yet because I still have to take this off and wet sand the body and polish it out. I never did get that when I was done. It just got clear coated. I let it vape out, and then I put a coat of wax on it. But like I said, I'm going to wet sand it out because there's a few little dust particles that got in the clear. Not bad, but it needs to be smoothed out and polished out. So the body will come off of it, as you can see, to do that. The interior is a two-tone. These are also Tamaya little jar paints. I can't remember the colors. Let me see. Oops. I got them right here. XF23 and XF18. Those two colors are the interior. And this was just basically box stock interior. I did detail up everything. I don't know if we can get a look at that dash or not. Maybe we can. Can you zoom in a little bit? Maybe that'll help and let it focus. Take some of the light off of it. There we go. Kind of see. Yeah, not a whole lot. Like I said, this was just a quick thought process. The front tires do roll, so the calipers aren't in the right position. And like I said, it needs to be cleaned up even better, blown out a little bit. So I got a little piece of fuzz or hair up in there. And just being waxed, this thing's already collected a ton of dust just sitting here for about an hour. Underneath, it's just detail painted. I painted those little brake lines using one of those tiny little brushes I showed you guys, so you can see how fine you can get. If the details protruded enough, you know, you can get on there. And you can see a couple of specks where it got off a hair, but you can always go back and touch those up. And they go up in the respective places. The rear rotors. Yeah, there's some hair on this thing. There's a bunch of stuff on here. And then the engine is I think it's the 427 big block. I used the 2.4s. It's got a Morgan's Automotive detail. Or no. That is, I forget the name of the company. Might be a Detail Masters. And I had issues with one of the plug wires. You can see there's some little nicks in the wire. It fought me tooth and nail. But I did get it. So overall, I mean, it's a nice model. Painted the coil red. The engine's forward blue. Not a lot of other detail. Just what I could pick out with a paintbrush. Back away from it a little bit. There you go. I get up on there, you can see just, you know, what I could pick out. Nothing spectacular. It's just, I've always liked the Galaxies and the Fairlanes. I just wanted to build this. Like I said, it was just to take your time. I still got to paint the underside of the hood, all the underlining, but I like it with the black hood on it the best. You guys can see. And that's just matte black with a matte clear over it. Just a clean ride. Bought the car. It was all bone stock. He added a red pinstripe and built up the engine, put a set of tires and wheels on it, and, you know, takes it to the drag strip on the weekends type of thing. And then, you know, so mom and dad doesn't know, he puts the regular hood back on it. But yeah, that's the, I said the AMT Galaxy. Fitment issues were with the front bumper and the rear bumper. They played hell. You can see it's still kind of, looks to me like it's leaning a little bit. It does have my signature tag. But once I get this all wet sanded out and polished out, and then I'll attach it to the frame. And I always just keep this hood put up because I like that black hood with it better. Well, you know, you let me know what you think about it. It was a fun build. I mean, it went together easy. I didn't have to modify for the tires and wheels. It's just factory height. It's like a resto mod type thing. The front end does go down a little further on this one when it's attached. So that's probably about right there. Just good wide tires all the way around so it handles better. Got better braking. And, you know, of course, the engine upgrade to a big block. So that's pretty much it, guys, for that one. Get him out of the way here. So, we all know Slimer. I bought this figure because I couldn't find anything 3D printed that would resemble what I was going after, and this is kind of the same one that came with the Ecto 1 at the time. And he's posable, so by the time I do some washes on him and weather him up a little bit, he's going to look a lot more realistic. This is my Ecto 1 that I got from AMT. I am going to attempt, doesn't mean it'll happen, but I'm going to try and light it up. All the lights and bells and whistles, blah, on the Ecto 1. My vision is, if you remember the scene where the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is, on the corner of the building, and so I'm going to scratch build the firehouse, the old firehouse where their main base was, the store that's right next to it, and then the street out in front of them. So Ecto 1 will be sitting there, and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, I gotta use styrofoam and some air dry clay and sculpt him out and get him painted, because I want him to scale for the diorama. And then Slimer will be in front of the fire station, the doors will be open, the building will be lit up, and then I got these from Joel at Iceman's Collection. He ran a limited production of them. It's all four figures, and I mean, they're highly detailed. I mean, even you can see all the hoses and everything. And I've just begun to start painting. I've not got to weather so much on them. There's Bill Murray. He does look like Bill Murray. I even painted the little Ghostbusters on the arm. The brackets, I got his hoses painted. I've got like 300 reference pictures that I'm going by to paint them and try to weather them, make them look like they've been through it. There's Eon, I think that's his name. I can't keep up with their names. And there's Dan Aykroyd. I've not got his face painted yet. I just got his jumpsuit painted. And then they've got the photon packs. Whoops. Show you how detailed those little bad boys are. And you got to add hoses to those, and then the little the guns. I drilled them out for the hose. So you can see. Come on, focus. Get back a little bit. There we go. I mean, these are highly detailed too. So they all got to be a little detail painted, and then add a hose from this down to the photon pack, proton pack, whatever it's called. So yeah, they're gonna be like standing out in the street, and I hope to maybe use what do you call it? Why is everything I forget everything. The little stuff you put the light at the end of the string, and it sends the light through it to the other fiber optics through their jet streams up towards the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And I'm going to try to have it to where there'll be multiple lines, so the light stops here, light stops here. That way it keeps the stream lit up to them. And try to curl them somehow. Maybe run a thin piece of wire around them and keep it curled like they're, it's phased around, and then maybe use cotton over top of that, like it's the smoke coming off of it, all the way up to the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. My son, my youngest son, which is still in his 30s, is a huge fan of Ghostbusters, and this is just something I want to do for him, because I know he likes, all that stuff. And it's something that I did that he'll be able to keep for years, and maybe pass it down to his kids, as long as it's taken care of. But we have got all the figures. The main ones, anyways, it's going to be in the diorama. I've got, like I said, Slimer. I just got to build the building, the street, and add all the detail to it. And then, like I said, Slimer, where he's at, he'll be, you know, he'll be outside the front of the fire station, and I'll weather him up a little bit to make him look more realistic, or as realistic as the movie can be. And then Ecto 1 will be parked out in the middle of the street, like they've jumped out and, you know, they're blasting the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. So, you know, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time. And then when Joel came out with these, it was like, it just, boom, it was immediate click, like, this is what I got to do. And I'll show you. I don't know if you'll be able to turn you around here, but everything you see down in there is for that diorama. All the styrofoam for the walls of the building, all the block work, brick work, all the streets, all that. And then I will be printing the sign that goes out in front of the building with the Ghostbusters on it. It will get lit, hopefully get lit up. The lights on front of the building will be lit up. Interior lights, I'll have lighting, backlighting, so that you can see through the windows, all lit up. A little three-dimensional inside the garage doors. I'll try to do something down both sides and across the back, like where the lockers were, and Ecto 1 parked inside. So, you know, it's not going to happen overnight. It's something I'm going to have to work on little by little by little. But this is going to start up. I want to try to start it before the end of this year. That way I can, because I don't have a lot of space here, so it's going to be one diorama at a time. We have the garage that I want to start after the first of the year, hopefully in January. And then this one. The only other diorama I have planned, a big diorama, is military. And we won't get to that until these two are done, of course. And, whoa, look at the ceiling. That way I have the space to work on them. But this is on the shelf right now to be built on the channel. I'll put you back up on the stand here. There we go. So it's just a matter of time. So now you guys have all seen both dioramas that's coming up, or diorama, whatever you want to call them. We know the commission build is almost done. When that's done, we will be breaking out the 58 Impala, and we'll get that done fairly quickly because it's not getting a lot. It's going to be viewer's choice. I have everything to start it. Then we need to, after we get that done, we'll probably finish up the 69 GTX Pro Touring, because that's the one closest to being done. Somewhere in between there, wife's choice will be done. And I've not worked on it in the past week or so, but the 60/66 Chevy C10, that'll get finished up, along with the gray Stang and the yellow Charger from Ring Brothers. I have everything but the decals for that one. In my next club meeting, I'll have the decals, so I'll be good to go. And I may start on that on the side and just kind of keep you guys updated on that. And then the only other one we have to try to get done before the end of the year is the 29 Ford Rat Rod. That'll be my first weathering of a car. So it's basically going to be new engine, new drivetrain, old body, old interior, and just, over the top. Kind of the best of everything, but just hasn't got the money now to put, the nice, beautiful paint job on it. He kind of has to roll for a little while with what he's got, and that's the look I'm going for. Engine, I don't know yet what engine I'm going to use for that. If I'm going to keep a V8, a 6-cylinder. I don't know yet, so that hasn't been decided. Wheels and tires have been picked out for it. The paint has been picked out for it. Of course, we got the kit. There's going to be some kit bashing involved in that. Some 3D printed parts involved. And yeah, that's pretty much where we stand on everything. Ramp truck is coming along. Today I'll probably be doing the interior compartments of that ramp part. That way I can get it ready for primer. uh, 3D printing. So the 572s are ready. You will, if you're interested in the 572s, just contact me via my email. Let me know, you're ready, that you want one. You'll have the option to pick for the intake. If you just pick the stock 572, it'll be a lesser price. If you want the more in-depth intakes for it, like I have a twin turbo setup for it, a dual quad setup, I have the Fuelies, and I have like a Whipple style supercharger setup for it. So you just have to let me know which one of those you want. They are all priced the same as far as the intakes. You just have to let me know which one of those you want with the 572, and of course how many 572s you want. I'm running a limit of 6. I might do 8 for right now, but definitely 6. The racing seats are ready. The bench seats. Do I have one? I don't. Well, I'm printing some right now, so I don't really have one to show you, but I have test printed them. They are a nice newer style. One's a diamond tuft one. One's a rolled and pleated type seat. They would be like leather type seats. They come with little brackets. You can use those or not use them. If there's a trans tunnel in your truck, you may have to waller out the bottom of the seat. The seats are solid, so there's material there to sand away. You're not going to go into a hollow core. I printed it especially in solid that way. Some trucks don't really have a trans tunnel that goes all the way through it, but guys that slam stuff and customize it, that raises everything else up, so you may have to do some modifications to the bottom of the bench. But those are available. There's 2 of those to choose from. And then there's the first set of Recaro seats that I put out. There's 1 set of those left. I have 2 sets of 3 custom steering wheels. What else we got? Oh, and then the rally tires, the Mopar rally wheels, and the VR 500s. Those are also ready. Each of those things, guys, will be like a limited run of 6. If they become super popular and a lot of people are wanting them, I may go another 2 on each one, but probably no more than that. Like I said, I'm not doing this for a business. This takes time to do, and then that time takes away from me building, and that's really what I want to be doing. But I don't mind limiting certain runs of things so you guys can get them. I am looking into an LS engine. I'm having some problems finding the file, so hopefully Ryan can let me know. Another big news. It's not a sponsor, but I am collaborating with a gentleman. He's on YouTube. He is a designer of 3D stuff. And Dog Got Games. Go check his page out. Give him some love. Give him a subscription. The man is amazing at what he does. We're working on a project on the side. When that project is ready, he'll send it to our channel. We're going to build it. And, it's his design, just me building it. And then my collaboration with design ideas and the name of the car is coming from, this channel. So, you guys got to set those bell notifications for when that comes up. And I'll announce as we go how we're going on it and an actual release date. And he sells these things as printed, so you can buy it, but it's pricey. Or you can buy the file if you do 3D printing, and you'll print them yourself, which is a little cheaper. But I'm talking grade A stuff. I mean, full tubular chassis, the whole 9 yards. But it's a trans kit, so you will have to use a model to fit on this. But he basically designs it from the ground up as far as chassis, tires, brakes, wheels, the engine, the interior, if it's got a roll bar, all that stuff is there. The only thing you have to do is fit your body onto the chassis, which is pretty good. And there may be some modifications you have to do a little bit to get everything to fit right, but that 66 fleet side he did, that thing is outstanding. Like I'm thinking very seriously of buying the file and printing them out myself. I don't know if they can be retrofitted to fit other things. It's a good possibility. Definitely in the 60s, 60 series Chevy C10s. I don't know about newer. If the wheelbase is the same and interior cab space is the same, it might. That's something I have to dig into a little further to get more information on. But boy howdy, I can't say nothing. I don't wish for him to be a sponsor to this channel because he has his own channel, and he's promoting his own product. But this is something we're going to work on together. I'm super happy about it. I'm stoked. I've got a few days to kind of mentally put some stuff down on paper, some ideas for the name of the car. So it's I think it's going to be a fun little journey, and the build itself, when we get it here and we get started on it, everything else is going to cease. I will not be working on anything but that. And I don't know if it'll be by the end of this year or the first part of next year. It takes him a while to get everything designed, and then he builds in sections and make sure everything's good and that it is usable. So that's what I like about his work and his ideas. He's great at communicating back and forth, throwing ideas off each other and running with it and then putting up a rendering real quick. This car, I'm not going to tell what car it is. This car is badass. It gets me so excited because I actually have I think I have 5 of them, all different years. Well, they're not all different, but I have multiple of 1 year or 2 years, and then I think might have 2 of the other. That this will probably fit in, and I won't have to modify a lot. So the idea of that, that's awesome because that setup that's my genre all the way. It's pro touring to the fullest, and you will not be able to tell the difference between a real car and the model car other than seeing it in with your bare eyes, naked eyes, whatever. It's just a little car. But the detail that's going to be there is just like if it was a real car at a car show that somebody dumped $200,000 into to build this car. So we're really excited about that. I hope you guys are too. And it's going to be fun because I picked a color. I'm going to pick the name. And, we're going to communicate back and forth with some ideas through the design process. And, he is the designer. He's 100%, I'm the 20%. So together you're getting 120% of quality. I can't tell you guys which way to go as far as buying the file or buying the actual print. It just depends on how fast you want to build the car, because once you see it, you're going to be inspired immediately to go get that kit and order that item from him. Excuse me, I'm very nasally today. But you're going to be so inspired to get it because it's going to take you from here to way up here. Because there's nothing out on the market like that, guys. I know there's guys that print individual pieces, and you can, like with my Trans Am, everything I got it from Colts and other gentlemen. It's a piece here, it's a piece there. I got to make it all work for what's in my head. This is coming to you ready. Minor cleanup, prime it, start painting it, put it together, and get on with it, and it's going to be badass. I would not boast about it if I truly didn't believe in it. I've been watching this gentleman for, I don't know, about 2 months since he started making posts about the truck, and I've been kind of secretly, quietly just sitting back, watching. And I contacted him yesterday, and I asked him, and he showed me his future plans for this, and I was like, holy crap. I said, when you get to the stage where it's ready, would you be willing to send one to my show and let me build it, paint it, and, you know, show you guys. And then, you know, with 100% credit to design to him. And he said, yeah, absolutely, I'm on board with that. He said, as a matter of fact, I'd want your input on it, you know, help me with the name. And we talked for about an hour, hour and a half already, shooting stuff back and forth. So, again, I'm super excited about it, if you can't tell. I don't get over, but, you know, I am very excited about it, because it's very rare that I find something in my genre that is there. It's like buying a kit, a pro touring kit. Like you go buy a pro stock, or a, you know, a pro street, or whatever the things are called. You know, I'm not a big drag racer. I love drag cars, but pro mod, that's what I'm thinking about. Those guys that build these pro mods, they blow me away. I've got a good friend, Lee. He's got a YouTube channel. He builds pro mods all the time, and the detail he put, it takes him about a year to build one. He puts that much detail into it. I mean, he wants it precise and on point. So if there's a purist when it comes to that, he is one of them, because he doesn't settle for less. He wants, and he's always going above and beyond, trying to find the next best thing for that genre. This guy is the same way, basically in resto mod and pro touring and drag cars and stuff like that. So for a gentleman like me, I don't know how many of you other guys that you like pro touring. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know. Is that something you really like? You like the new age, you know, the pro stock car or pro street, but on low profile tires with the upgraded chassis and all that? If you guys like that, you know, comment yes. Let me know. These are ways for me to bring stuff to you guys, to show you what's available out there, how it goes together, and my take on it. So comments are, you know, or communication is key. You guys let me know. I start searching, I start finding, and I get it for the channel, so you guys get a chance to see it, and how you can go get it, and if I can find out prices. I know no prices right now, so don't ask me that, because I can't answer it. I can't tell you the type of car it is. I can't tell you engine size. There's two options. I don't know which one he's going to go with. I do know one part of the engine, so it's going to be, guys, you have no idea. And if any of you following, you know, Dog Got Games, check his channel out on YouTube, and he's on Instagram. I don't know if he's on Facebook or not. I'll have to check on that, and I'll let you know. But you guys follow him on both, because that way you can keep up, and if he lets anything leak out about it, you know, you'll kind of get a little teaser on it. I'm not going to give too much away, other than it is coming. And I'm like a kid in a candy factory right now, because like I said, there's nothing out there. I can't go to a hobby store. I can't go online and order a pro touring model kit. Just can't. I have to make it. I have to buy things, or scratch build everything, which will take a year or two to build this freaking thing. And I don't want to wait a year or two. I want to open a box, get the parts out, clean them up, prime them, start painting and detailing it, and be done. And this cat is making that stuff. And that's what's great about the world of 3D printing and CAD design. Those guys are key to this hobby, because where hobby started with just getting it out of the box, and you built it and you smudged glue everywhere, and then you got better, and then you all of a sudden paint started coming out, so then you start painting your models. We've evolved from opening a cardboard box with a hunk of plastic in it and building it just the way it was, to they're so detailed that if you put them side by side and you're a good photographer, you would think it was two identical cars. That's how our hobby's evolved. And it's not just for cars. We're talking spaceships, aircraft. Some of these 3D printed cockpits for these airplanes are so freaking detailed. I showed my cousin one, which is a pilot. He flew the F-16s in the Air Force, and now he's a pilot for Delta. He's like, how did you get in a cockpit of a plane? I was like, I'm not. This is a 3D printed piece. And it was just a picture. He goes, holy crap. Now, he wants me to build it. I'm like, no, way out of my league. You know, and it is, because it's a larger scale, and it's so detailed that it wouldn't be hard to paint it. I don't know enough about it to do it, or do I have the time to do it? Maybe down the road I might, we might invest in that and do that here on the show. I don't know. But, again, thank you to all my new subscribers, my old subscribers. I'm glad you guys are sticking around. The subs are going up. Let's keep it going, guys. We're getting closer. When we get to about 850, 900, I'll start making announcements of what the prizes are going to be for each level. There will be 3, first, second, and third. They will be drawn the old-fashioned way. Your name will be put into a hat. My granddaughter, which is 5 years old, and as innocent can be, will draw the name, the winners. She will draw 3 names. You will have 24 hours to contact me back via email to accept the prize. If you do not, your place will be forfeited, and I will rotate them down. So second place will become first place, third place will become second place, and I'll draw a new third place winner the same way. And I'll do it, I'll film it as we're doing it so you guys can see. There's no funny business going on. I have no reason to cheat anybody. This is something I'm giving away. The first place is going to be amazing. All of them are going to be amazing. The first place is really going to walk away with some nice stuff. And basically a whole kit and everything to build that kit with, other than the glue and the tools to do it. So it's something to look forward to. The faster we get there, the faster that's going to happen. There'll be event giveaways periodically. I give stuff away all the time. You just don't always hear about it because it's out of the kindness of my heart. I just pick an individual and I pay it forward. I got a little more than somebody else. I give them something. I don't expect anything in return. If you want to, that's fine. I don't have an issue with accepting things. It's just my way of paying it forward. I got 2 sponsors. They're sending me stuff. There's no reason why I can't share the wealth, so to speak. And financial gains, that all goes right back into this channel and this hobby to keep bringing you guys stuff, and on giveaways to give more stuff away. So by you going down there and hitting that link to Hobby Nut Models and picking something up, even if it's the littlest thing, that helps me to do that. Ryan Jones is a little different. You're helping him out, but he's brought something to this community that is amazing in itself. He is the #1 wheel designer. You ask any of the guys at 3D Print, the big guys, they'll tell you who the #1 guy, and it's Ryan Jones. So, with that itself, it's worth going to his website. Just pick out wheels. It's like $20 something after shipping. And you're getting a great product. And it's really going to make your model look the next level. And like I said, go to his cults page first. You'll see all the variety of wheels. And then if you see something you like and you're not a 3D printer, contact me, and then I'll contact him and get you a direct line to him where he can make that set of wheels for you, or who is making them now. Like I said, he does subcontract a lot of his stuff off, so it could be VCG Resins, it could be Joel at Iceman Collections. It's all dependent. I know he did the 3D Texas or whatever it is, or Tex 3D, was doing it for a while. I don't know if he still does or not, but there's other guys that will print his stuff, so you have options. If you find something on his cults page, and if it's not for sale as a printed item, and you're not a 3D printer, then let me know, and I'll get a hold of Ryan and I'll ask him how you can get a set of those. You just got to make sure if there's a number attached to it, or the style and model of the wheel, just let me know and what offsets you want. And I'll relay that to him, see if they're available. If they are, I'll get you in contact with him so you can communicate. You can go through that step-by-step process with him on him to make that set of wheels. It just may take a longer time because he is a super busy man. He is getting stuff together to send to the channel again, so we're looking forward to that. We should be getting some stuff from HobbyNet today. Storyline. Richard Petty's crew is delivering the car today. And some much needed supplies. So we're going to call it quits here. We're at 40 minutes. Of course, I'm always over. I apologize. I can't do a 10-15 minute video, guys. I'm sorry. You know, if you don't like that, like I said, pause the video. If you only consider for 10 minutes, pause it, come back 3 times or 4 times, and finish watching, because I'm all over the place. I don't want you to miss anything, and you might find something maybe at the end that's more informative than at the beginning. I totally understand that. But, you know, thumbs up, thumbs down, hit that bell notification, drop me a sub, it's free. Can't beat free. And leave your comments. Positive. You disagree with things I'm doing, send me an email. We'll hash it out, man. You're right, I'm wrong. I'm man enough to admit it. So I have no issues there. So let's keep it going, guys. Friday, be what's on the bench. That'll be the ramp truck where we're at. If Richard Petty's crew shows up today and delivers the vehicle, we'll be doing that. So you guys stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow. This is Rusty Rotor. I'm out.